Where you get your beats? HustleDreamProduction.
Alright you guys, so before you start cutting a waver, what you want to do is comb the hair out first. This lifts the hair off the scalp, making it easier for the hair to run into the teeth of the blade. So now that we have it all combed out, my client wanted a 2 on top, so I went ahead and grabbed the number 2 guard. I'm using my Andis cordless masters with the lever fully closed, and I'm going with the grain of my client's pattern. Now when it comes to the crown area, I am going to open that lever just to leave that crown area half guard thicker. So when it comes to doing a low taper, I set my guidelines up a little bit differently. I start with the 1 guard with the lever open, basically preventing myself from going up too high. I'm starting off with the higher guard, debulking. Next, I'm gonna do some more debulking by putting on a number 2 guard with the lever open and just kind of clearing out that area at the top, making sure it runs smoothly into the 2 guard with the grain that I set on top. Next, I go in with my Babyliss trimmers and I'm setting a bald line right below the top of the ear. So now that I have the bolt cleared out and the bald line in, now it's time to set in my guidelines, which is the lever open using my cordless fast feeds. I'm going up about a ½ inch, making sure I go over the guideline multiple times to ensure that it's at that length. So next, I'm gonna put on the 1 guard with the lever closed this time and basically soften that middle line up. All right, in a flick out motion, I'm basically starting below the line, flicking to the line, knowing that this is not gonna take out that middle line, but it's just gonna soften it up so it's easier for the next step. Now to take out this line, I'm gonna put on my 0 guard with the lever fully closed, and in a flick out motion, the same motion that I used with the 1 guard, I'm gonna use with the 0 guard closed and just start below the line, flick to the line, and it's gonna be a lot easier to take this line out now that you done softened it up. Now working back down with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Now you could soften this line up too if you want to add a step by basically setting your lever in the middle, softening up first and then closing it and taking it out with the bottom line. But I like to just dive right on in because I'm really good with the flick out motion. If you're not good with the flick out motion, take those baby steps. Detailing is key, all right? You want to make sure you detail your work. I like to go in with my corners using my blade and just, knock out those bulk areas. The way that I do that is I like to look away from the blend for a second, or I utilize my mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend that you can't just see head on, all right? It shows you a different viewpoint. So make sure you utilize that and go in and just kind of knock out those bulk areas. Now as far as the back goes, I use the same exact steps. I go ahead and set in the bald line. Then I go in with the lever open about a ½ inch. 1 guard open, same width, ½ inch. Debulk at the top with my 2 guard open. Next, flick out that line with the 0 guard closed. Lever closed in the flick out motion. And last but not least, detailing your blend. So what I recently started doing is putting shaving cream around my client's edge up. This dries the skin out, plus it takes away all of the oil that's on your client's lineup. Now I don't put it in his head totally. I just put it around the edge up part so that I could, put a hot towel on his face and, let his face steam in and get all the oils out of his skin and out of his edge up in the scalp. And then I'll just, wipe it up with the hot towel. So at the end of the cut, I encourage you all to basically do a freehand trim, right? This is where you set the lever closed and basically just glide that blade across the hair, knocking off all of those frizzies on top. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360 and they come out looking like,
damn, son, we make it look easy.
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother, he does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.